Hi everybody. Alright, so we're back and we're continuing to work on the wing fairings, wing root fairings. And these are important. These are the things that you're going to be stepping on every single time you get onto the wing to get into the into the cockpit. So it's important that these things be right. Tricks about this, so you'll be dimpling the number 40s in the middle and you'll be dimpling the number 8 screw holes on the outside. Now the outboard side, that's easy enough, right? That's the outboard side of each wing. You don't have to worry about it interfering with anything. The inboard side, however, you do, because it is made slightly oversized. So what you'll do is you'll dimple all the holes and then you'll put the piece of metal in place, and if the screw holes line up perfectly and you've got space, well, that's great. But if you don't, you'll notice immediately. Like if you need to sand or file down the edge, the inboard edge, you'll notice it immediately because the dimpled holes for the number 8 screws just won't sit flush. So, and that's pretty much the biggest thing. The only other pain in the butt is that you do wind up putting a break on the outboard edge and the front edge, which, you know, it's not too bad, but you got to make sure to do all that before you dimple anything, or you'll never get it right. So we got everything dimpled, we got everything good, and now we're just riveting them on. All right, so while you're watching me do that, let's talk about a lot of the stuff that doesn't happen in front of the camera here because no one wanted to see it. So this is the day, or the day after I put these wings on, I started filing the paperwork on the plane. And it's an important thing to start doing early because you never know how long it's going to take. Now, right now, step number 1 is you get the plane registered, because anyone can just register an airplane. All you need is a bill of sale from wherever you got your kit from, which in this case is Vans. You have a registration form that you send to the FAA, and you have a form that you get signed by a notary, right, an affidavit. You send that along with a $5 check for your registration, and they send you a registration. And in my case, it only took 8 days. Ironic, because I've got club planes that have been waiting for registrations for months. But those go down a different path. Those go into a room filled with red tape. That's what those do. Okay, let's see. Besides the root fairings, or let's see, well, go back to, let's see, anything else with the registration. Now, I bought the EAA book about how to register and certify your aircraft, and it is invaluable. It's great because it's a great resource. It's got copies of all the forms that you'll ever need to submit and sample data on how to fill them out, which is very important because the FAAs are big sticklers, right? Everything has to be perfect, so it's good to follow examples. Plus, it comes with some extra stuff to use, like a data plate, and comes with the extra it comes with a 2-inch experimental sticker that you put in your plane, so you know it says experimental, which is awesome. Because the EAA really is here to help. So when it's like, I'm from the EAA, I'm here to help, they actually mean it. They actually mean it. All right, so now that we've gotten that sort of out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start working on rigging up the ailerons. We pretty much got them sort of rigged down by the aileron end. There's some jigs to use and all that so that you can rig everything on the wing correctly, which is great. The only thing that you really need to do to connect the wing to the fuselage is there's a hex stock bar just like you hooked up the flap with, and it will connect the stick out to the wing. Here you can see me sort of sticking it through. In just a second, we'll get into the fuselage here. So each stick has 2 connections. 1, it connects to the other stick, and 2, it connects out to its own individual wing. But both of them, you know, manipulate them equally, so look how sweet. All right, in the next video, more. We're going to be rigging these things for a while. You think I'd have these things pre-rigged? No, not even close. So come on back and listen to some more cussings. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Have a good weekend. See you soon.